How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Merrycrest Sessions. It is Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. Show number 137, the second night of a doubleheader. We're online with Chris O'Brien here tonight. Thanks for coming on the show, Chris. This is going to be fucking kick-ass.
Appreciate the opportunity, man.
My pleasure, my pleasure. I want to thank all of those who are watching live and watching retroactively. Thanks, as always, for supporting local music. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road, shall we?
Hey, everybody, this is a song called Wanda. He was trudging down Macklin Road. He got towed down last night, like he'd been birthed from a stool. Looked like he'd been in a fight. He moved down from Crittenden County, escaping some small town drama, chasing work, chasing redemption, chasing some gal named Wanda. Kicked a spin ladder in the gravel, wondered who was keeping score. It's like a man drifting in a boat, and he'd thrown away both the oars. Their courtship was electric and desperate. He asked Wanda for her hand. They settled down in a trailer, parked out on her papa's land. He was quick to fight for his name, even though he hated his father. Some days he worked with dedication, other days he couldn't bother. Wanda said hoping ain't enough. First she raged and then she seethed. He thought she was like a painting with another one underneath. Went to a barbecue Saturday evening. Thought Wanda was showing just a little too much leg. All those rednecks were swarming around her like flies round a busted robin's egg. She took the car and left him stranded, been getting more jealous by the hour. He was like a landmine left behind. He was loaded with vodka, Red Bull, and mongrel valor. He stared in the bathroom mirror, saw the eyes of his father flash. Their whole family tree was shaking. They were hanging on to the same trembling branch, hanging on to the same trembling branch, hanging on to the same trembling branch. Who knows how long they're gonna last? Knows how long he's gonna last. Ooh. here's a little spoken word piece. It's about pigeons. These little bastards shit all over everything. That's what the man said. He was spraying down the sidewalk and little pigeons were strutting around everywhere. I could tell he was looking for me to commiserate with his situation, so I gave him a half-hearted nod. But you know, it was half-hearted, because really I'm in league with those pigeons. Coming up, I was mesmerized by birds. You could find me in the afternoon. I'd be sneaking up on them, trying to catch one. But they always flew away. Then one day, my class took a field trip to the zoo. And imagine my surprise when a pigeon came up, walking like he wanted to be friends, like he knew me. On my next trip to the library, I picked up a book on pigeons. I learned all types of facts. Did you know that they mate for life? That they can differentiate human faces? And as it turns out, they're not even native to this continent. They were brought over here by immigrants, most from Europe. They were brought over as pets. Most of them were used for communication. Then Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, and we turned them all out into the streets. Now we treat these former pets like pests, no different than a mosquito, a rat, or a cockroach. Cities use spikes, pins, wires to keep them from roosting. Then they come up to you with their eyes wide because they know you. We tamed them, and taming is solemn business that should come with some kind of responsibility. But humans are crooked and flawed. So they look at you and they wonder if today's the day you're going to bring them home. So I'm thinking maybe the disgust we feel isn't the disgust for these animals, it's maybe disgust with ourselves. Disgust that we could bring creatures into a strange land and own it and abandon them. And somehow I wonder if God looks at us the same way we look at those pigeons. One of those feel-good songs. This is one about a young girl growing up in a country town back in the 60s. My pet rabbit was in the hutch. She was bound for the table. My daddy smacked his lips as we forged a cozy fable. There's nothing sacred on a farm. I wished it could have been different that time. I bottle fed that little rabbit. She was the only thing I thought of as mine. Blood has its own momentum, and it follows pride and shame, and it leaks through generations, creates little rivers of blame. I used to steal my brother's bike, take the path down to the stream. I'd pretend I was a princess, escaped a country girl dreams. Country girl dreams. Country girl dreams. Dreams. Back home I'd stare in the mirror, and I'd cuss my curly hair. Mama said if I brushed it 50 times a day, it would turn straight just like Cher's. Wayne was the oldest, and he was the only boy. Hell, he was the family treasure. Me and my sisters were invisible. Poor Wayne broke beneath the pressure. Wayne fell in love with Deborah. She had a husband that wasn't worth a damn. The whole town heard about the scandal. Enlisted Wayne went to Vietnam. We slept 3 to a bed, homemade quilts and busted springs. We listened to Daddy yell at Wayne, escaped a country girl dreams. Country girl dreams. Country girl dreams. Dreams. Wayne came home 3 years later in a cherry red Corvette, looking tan and confident, like a man that had won a bet. He always made me feel smart and proud. We took a ride down the Brooksville Road, honeysuckle drifting through the window. We were going to the Dixie School. I asked him to slow down by the square. Saw my schoolmate Barbara Lee. She looked at me with eyes of venom, said we must have hit the lottery. Well, listen to my Sherry Moore. My future felt open and clean. Let my hand fly out the window, escaped a country girl dream. Country girl dreams. Country girl dreams.
this one, the Jitsu set is Christopher O'Brien. How am I in shit? That's my name.
All right, this one is super fresh. Oh, what? Well, this has got a little story to it, actually. One of my favorite quotes of all time is from a guy named Nicholas Ballou, and he was a French poet, and he said that honor is like an island, rugged and without shores. Once you've left it, you can never return. And so I named this one Rugged Shores for that. So here we go. Oh, watch my pride as fables fall, the Dow declines, while mentors crawl. I held the driftwood in my hand. I wrote all your names in the sand. And at the closing of the day, the tide washed them all away. Washed them all away. There's a whispered grace in the evening air, telling me don't rush through your answered prayers. Shed great laughs around the table. I'd stop the clock if I was able. And underneath these twinkling stars, infinity don't seem so far. Doesn't seem so far. Still a trembling thought sits enthroned. Don't want the ones I love to die alone. Bracing hard for future threats. Replace your fortune with counterfeit. Can't count all the ways that I've been blessed. But when it matters, I'll pass the test. When it matters, I'll pass the test. So I'll stand guard both day and night to catch a dove lost in the light. Most future trials are blind to me, I'll never outlive my utility. As we lay virtue in vice, the shore never sees the same wave twice. Never sees the same wave twice. And so I'll watch my pride. This is one about hiking, camping with my youngest boy. A little happier than the last one, too. Tramping through the forest in an April rain. Wind howling like a devil trapped on a chain. Memories are swirling like a masquerade. Got me feeling open-ended like a debt unpaid. The trees swayed and they groan. Man, we were soaked to the bone, soaked to the bone. He takes my hand like he did back when he was 3. I take note, 'cause there's a last time for everything. I'm a little worried he sees me as a shield. Hope I can dry some wood so we can cook a meal. The rain began to subside, broke through the brush on the hillside. Pale green buds overrun the black branches. Winter's death is played as we make our passage. Enduring rebirth is on display. Focus on the green shoots and not decay. We found my name on a tree, branded for posterity, posterity. He rubbed his hand across the name that we share. Saw the names of my friends, proof of being there. Memory, a talisman locked away. The sky washed blue and pink at the close of day. There's so much more to be shown. Go make your way to the throne. It's your turn on the throne. All right. Run through these a little quicker than I thought, but this is a song called The Grace It Brings. It's about loving life. Will it be spirit or will it be flesh? How you gonna cure all your restlessness? It can all fall down. I'll fight every measure and hang on to each day like it was a secret treasure. Can you feel that earthly steam coming hard and fast like a hammer's ring? Tell me, can you feel the grace it brings? Oh, the grace it brings. A fool came crawling and cursing these times, blaming fortune on folly, desperately in decline. All his desires were surely bound to fail. It's like throwing an IOU down a wishing well. Tell me, can you feel that earthly steam coming hard and fast like a hammer's ring? Tell me, can you feel the grace it brings? Oh, the grace it brings. A preacher once told me, man is vile and depraved, meant to search and suffer till he lands in his grave. But all that misery must surely be a lie, 'cause I've seen so much beauty beneath these blue skies. Tell me, can you feel that earthly stream coming hard and fast like a hammer's ring? Tell me, can you feel that earth, that grace it brings? Oh, the grace it brings. All of the grace it brings. All right, folks.
Once again, this has been the Merrycrest session with Chris O'Brien. Thanks again for coming on the show, man. This is wonderful.
Man, appreciate it.
Before we sign off here, was there any upcoming releases or shows you'd like to plug before we yank the plug here?
Not immediately.
I understand. Either way, be sure to follow him on all of his socials as well as follow us on all of ours. Once again, we are the Merrycrest Sessions. You can find us on every single form of social media. We're available on Facebook, Threads, Instagram, and YouTube. You'll be able to find the post-produced archive of the show available there on Thursday morning. No elevator music intro to skip through, fully synced audio and video, the whole 9 yards. You'll also see Trouble Is Our Band's archive drop tomorrow as well. If you haven't seen that, hopefully you can check that one out as well. Regardless, we return next week with Wagoneer on Monday. Nothing on Tuesday. I've got a high-tone show commitment that day. But either way, this has been an absolutely loaded September. I can't wait to share what's still upcoming. There's still more to come this month. October is already beginning to take shape, and there's still much more coming. 137 shows and counting. The countdown to 150 continues. If you really like what you've been hearing, be sure to check us out on Patreon in the description below. Every single donation helps us do additional non-Tuesday shows, as well as hopefully taking this rig mobile and streaming directly out of venues at one point or another. Regardless, I want to thank you all, as always, for supporting local music. We'll see you next week with Wagoneer. Until next time.